We've been tracking these strong to severe storms all throughout this afternoon. Most of the upstate and even parts of northeast Georgia still under severe thunderstorm warnings at this point. A very fast moving system, which is good for the sense that we're not going to be dealing with it for much longer. But with it moving this fast, it brings a lot of energy with it. So we've seen quite a bit of reports of trees down across parts of Greenville County, Spartanburg County, even parts of Anderson, as well as a lot of power outages. In fact, thousands of power outages as these storms have continued pushing eastward, now picking up pace a little bit faster than it was about 20 minutes ago. We're looking at it moving primarily east at about 30 to 40 miles per hour. A lot of lightning is associated with it. Now, as we take a closer look in, now we took off the lightning feature here so you can get a better look as to where these storms are actually working its way towards. But 524 Cashville, 534 Fountain Inn, and Woodruff 544. So we're looking at heavy downpours, very strong gusty winds, gust as high as 70 miles per hour in some locations. We've also seen that potential for hail. In fact, we did receive a few areas that saw some reports of hail with some of these storms that pushed on through, and we still can't completely rule out that potential for seeing a brief spin up tornado. Fortunately, we're not seeing that just yet, but we do have very strong storms continuing on throughout the region. Now, closer towards Greenville County, we do have storms that are starting to move right out of Greenville as of right now. We've been hearing the thunder, the heavy downpours, and the wind. We're looking at that potential for strong storms continuing to work eastward towards Enoree, 528, Surratt, 531, 544 Union, and Filson Crossroads at 604 as it continues pushing eastward at about 40 miles per hour. Again, a lot of lightning is associated with it. We took that feature off so you can better see where some of these downpours are. Across Anderson County, we are seeing moderate to heavy downpours. Belton, just to the north of Princeton, and Ware Shoals also looking at heavy rainfall working eastward. So quick moving system, but we're not completely out of the woods just yet. As we look at our Skycam network, you can see where the clouds are starting to really take charge here. The heavy downpours across Greenville into Spartanburg, keeping our temperatures primarily in the 70s pretty much area wide. Lake Hartwell also getting in on some of that activity, 75 degrees, and Asheville sitting at 71 degrees. You can see a storm right off in the distance there. Now, with that being said, we still have that potential for seeing these strong to severe storms throughout the next couple of hours. So we are looking at a high threat for strong to severe storms. Again, we are watching mainly for that potential for severe weather throughout the next couple of hours. As we get closer towards sunset, that activity should begin to die on down, but we do continue to watch this potential for some of those storms firing on up. 6, 7, 8 o'clock with the latest guidance here, where I do get a little bit concerned to seeing some of these isolated cells out ahead of the main line of storms. That generally brings that potential for bringing in a little bit stronger wind gust, and as well as that potential for severe weather. As we head towards 7, 8 o'clock, some of this will start to break apart, but we're not completely done. We're still looking at scattered showers sticking around through the rest of the overnight time frame. It'll start to break apart, but we still could see a few storms associated with that as well. So we're watching it very closely, have a way to get alerts and stay up to date with us as we watch these storms. Things will finally start to settle on down Tuesday into Wednesday, but then as we head towards the very end of this week, we do start to get back into more of an unsettled weather pattern as we get towards Thursday and Friday and even towards the first part of the weekend. Temperatures take a little bit of a tumble towards Thursday, but then they're back on the rise by the weekend.